good hello, welcome to Onion Skin, and a very warm welcome to the behind the scenes on that Doctor Strange cartoon thing, particularly the glass reality shatter effect. This is an edited down sample of the live session where I put it together. It deeply incorporates parts of Toon Boom Harmony Premium's node network view, particularly using nodes such as the cutter and the apply peg transformation. I hope you learned something new. Enjoy. Alright, I think it's time to finally get into the part I've been waiting for the most, and that's to create the shatter glass effect. So I'm just going to take the original Cumberbatch head and put that into a fresh effects system, and we can practice building a shatter effect. So how I typically go about doing something like that is I take the thread in question, in this case the head, and then just pull straight down into a display via two composites. So this sort of becomes my play area that I can build things up inside of. What I'm going to do is make a new layer. I'm going to call it glass, because you know how it looks like shattering glass in the thing. Encase the screen. And you just go. Did the glass effects in that film have any sort of conformity to it? Like, did they shatter from the center? They might have. I'll just have a few more of them cross over towards the middle. There we go. That's pretty intense. This is where it's going to get fun. Oh man, I'm so much happier already. I love doing this stuff. New palette, glass masks. Okay. I need bright blue, bright green. So the plan is to fill in all of these shapes with these 4 different colors in a fairly sporadic way. Each one of them then becomes its own masking system. Each mask will reveal the Cumberbatch head and be distorted slightly in a different direction from one another. So then, it looks like you're looking through cracked glass, and it's all kind of just, pulled and twisted around. And the more I move and animate those masks, the more freaked out and distorted it's going to appear. And the punchline of the cartoon is that it's all just an illusion, right? So they're, walking through the distorted world, but it doesn't really affect a whole lot. They're still okay. They're still all in one piece. So then he sort of like closes his fist, at which point it does become reality, and his face really is all completely messed up. And 2, 4, 6. 6 is a backup in case I stuff it up, which can live in space up there. The others will get plugged into the composite at the bottom. Head on over to drawing view. So we now are only looking at the layer that's selected. So I'm going to work my way down the palette. With the red arrow selected, I'm going to delete everything except blue. There we go. Everything except green. And everything except yellow. Okay, so now you can see here, I've got all the shapes, but as far as drawing view is concerned, each color is on its own layer. That's important, because this is where it starts to get really fun, is I'm going to get 5 cutters. And inside each cutter, each one of these is going to be inverted. That turns them into a mask. So wherever something is crossing over with whatever goes into these things is going to get revealed. So naturally, these 5 shapes are going to be the only place where whatever I put into the top is going to be revealed. So the left-hand port is the matte, and the right-hand port is the artwork that you want to be revealed. So 5 of these things, all from the head, is going into every individual mask. I remove the original, and do you see what's happening here? 5 sets of masks are assembling at the bottom. This is my favorite part, is I'm going to get 5 apply peg transformations. So the apply peg transformation is great because it lets you move the position of something at the bottom of the chain. Typically a peg goes in at the top, but this lets you put it at the bottom. And the main advantage of this is allowing the same object to exist in 2 positions at the same time. So if it's existing in 5 different positions at the same time, and those 5 different positions have been masked out by these different sets of kaleidoscope shapes, well, you can probably figure out what's going to happen. But I just need to tie this thing up because I am a sucker for elegant node networks. Each one of these goes into the left-hand port of an apply peg transformation, and it will move whatever is coming into here. Now, this is the fun part. Just watch this. If I were to put a peg, if this peg was plugged into the cyan at the top. Oh no, there's another one! Oh, there's a few holes. Screw it. I'll come back to that. Oh, I really want to show you how this works. Check this out. So, peg is going into the top of the cyan layer, and then I go and move the peg. This is what happens. So you see the shapes are moving and revealing the, where the holes, and you can see what's happening. Compare that to what happens when I plug it into here. Ah. Okay, so it's moving the artwork with it. This is super fun. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've stuffed it up because it's moving the shards with it, and I didn't want that. But what I really needed to do was take 5 apply transformations and pop them before the cutter, not after it. You donk. There. Like that. Now, these pegs, they're meant to go up here. So now it's going to move the head without moving the shards. Okay, now watch what happens. This is the good part. Ready? Get it? So all I got to do now is go through each of the frames and I just sort of nudge it just a bit in different directions. That's the effect, right? Isn't that how it looks? How cool is that? And then you can animate it. And it just gets more and more messed up. And it all kind of just goes bleh. So I can animate the shape of the shards and the amount his face is moving around, and it gets all messed up. And then the punchline will be is that this gets locked in, and it's going to happen to the villain, not him. And he dies. his body's all over. And that's how it was due. If you haven't seen the complete animation yet, be sure to do so, as well as see some of the other behind-the-scenes content from this project. Thanks again for your company, have some fun, and I'll see you in the next one.